What's up guys, They Coming In here. I'm back for another week of CWL action with the Boston Tea Party. This week we faced off against Knights Templar. We went 85 to 82 stars, picking up the victory, 92.87% to 91.33%. Absolutely thrilled to be picking up our second victory of the CWL this season. Absolutely stoked, and we had some awesome attacks. Let's go ahead and look at some of the stats here. Our Town Hall 11 play was immaculate, picking up all of their 11v10 dips rather. 6-packers for all 3 of them. Excellent job there. Moving down, no 10v10 if I'm not mistaken. I don't see any here. No 10v10, but that was okay. We did require, I think, a few Town Hall 9 dips, but at that stage of the game we had Town Hall 9 hits left. We decided to use those Town Hall 9 hits to scout the 10s and allow let's just go ahead and nuke those 9s. We don't want to waste any more attacks. That was the call made there. And then down here, some Town Hall 9 6-packers. I had a 6-pack. Once again, Jewboy John, Troll in a Cage, Sharky, the Landlord. Great 6-packs from all those people. And Troll in a Cage, Sharky, and Landlord all had fresh 6s. So I will be showing some of those attacks tonight. I don't believe I'll be showing Sharky because he just did Witch Slap, and I hate the Witch Slap. So let's go ahead and move on to the first attack of this recap. It's going to be Q-Tech. Where's Q-Tech? Hitting number 15, right? Wait a minute. Is that Lickety Split? No, that's not 15, that's 25. What am I talking about? I wrote down the wrong number, guys, but yes. It is the AQ Charge Dragloon. You guys have to watch this raid. It's beautiful how he just quad quakes right in. He's able to take out 3 air-to-air defenses with his Queen Charge here. And it's just a really pretty attack. Q-Tech always puts up some really well-engineered hits. And this is just really beautiful. He's going to end up taking care of the CC with his dragons. And the CC is also located next to the Queen, so the Queen and CC will perish to those dragons. Really well done. That little minion was dropped up there to make sure the Queen would go down counterclockwise and go into this little compartment. Meanwhile, he's dropped his king down around 6 o'clock to basically funnel off these buildings and to take the Town Hall and just get some trash cleared. He doesn't really need the king for this raid. And the first rage is down. Queen is going inside. Nice quake there. Notice he's dropped the dragons up at 12, and those dragons have already stepped up to nuke off the king and queen, and they're gonna nuke off the CC as well. Now look at the loon that he dropped over here. That loon is uncontested, going to get the cannon, going to then walk in while everything else is distracted and take out this archer tower as well. And you'll see this loon just take a nice little parade, I think, to 4 different defenses as everything is just pointed. I mean, this is a really pretty loon. I just love seeing that. That's 3 defenses, and I think the balloon is now targeted, but it is going to get one little, nope, doesn't actually touch the bomb tower, but does get a little splash onto that wizard tower. Meanwhile, guys, the dragons have just ravaged this base. I mean, absolutely killed it. He's still got 5 up of the 6 or 7. 1 goes down to a Seeking Air Mine. The Queen will use this special ability to get through that wall and to get onto this air defense. He drops those 2 loons as security in order to just nuke this off. He doesn't want all the dragons to die because there are some up here doing cleanup, but really if they had died, I don't think it would have mattered. I think he was just doing that to, make sure his Queen would not take too much heat and potentially die herself, because he does want that Queen to be able to clean up a few more structures herself. Good job to Q-Tech. Very well engineered, very well scouted. Good job, buddy. Love Q-Tech's attacks. Now let's move on to Antiplier, attacking Galactic Plums number 16. I love that name, man. Like part of this was me just just loving the name, but it was a really good attack. And he does a Stoned Hobo here, and he gets a really great entry, and he's really good and patient with his spells. Now, I don't understand why this person put this on the outside, especially with nothing to protect it like that. That is really a base flaw. You don't want to give away your bomb tower ever. I don't care what you're trying to defend against. You can't leave a bomb tower out like that. That's too much free value given to one, or even, I mean, he could have done that with 1 minion. So he's going to start 2 golems slowly up here. He'll delay that 3rd golem drop, but meanwhile he's got plenty of wizards to then funnel this kill squad directly in. Nice jump. He's only used one jump at this point, and he's holding his spells. He's holding his spells. He hasn't dropped the rage yet. It's coming soon, and there it is, nice and deep. Those bowlers are going to get all of that love with the king and the queen. The poison is down to deal with the baby dragon and the dragon. Awesome placement on those spells. And then the last jump spell to lead everything to the backside of the base. Meanwhile, he started in a few hog riders here to help take this out. And, just a few more. He's working them surgically, starting around 5, 6 o'clock. And that's really pretty. I mean, he's got one heal spell in the bag, and he's going to use it right over this wizard tower and give the king actually a little bit of love himself. The king is actually tanking that wizard tower at the same time. Really well done there. Guys, look how many hogs he has up at the end of this raid. He absolutely crushes it. Good job to Antiplayer. The rest is just clean up. 4x. Man, great use of hogs and really patient spell usage. Those are really well-placed, well-timed spells. Love them. Next, we're going to be looking at Landlord, hitting number 19 with the Shattered Hobo. Now let's check that one out. Cuckoo is the name here, and this is just a huge value kill squad. And honestly, looking at this base, he might have been able to do something with dragons actually, or baby dragons, because of the centralization of all 4 air defenses. But I think hogs were the best choice here. Reason being, he does run into a Tesla farm, and baby dragons versus Tesla farms, like tight Tesla farms, actually don't work out that well. So good job to Landlord. And I think this really was the best attack for this base. But I mean, look at the kill squad push that he's about to get. This is really nice. So he actually has a P.E.K.K.A. also in his composition, and I like this choice just because everything is so tight-knit. He doesn't have to funnel too wide, so he doesn't need that third golem for that, the funneling potential. But he's going to use that P.E.K.K.A. just to help push the kill squad quicker and quicker and quicker, and tank up and just help one-shot some of these structures. The first jump is down, the CC is out now, the poison is down, and the rage is down. That's going to help everything just rush forward, beat through everything else. The queen is under rage. Everything is nice under rage. He's not using his heal spell, but look what this jump gets him. The king is still alive. The second jump is going to get his king all the way to the backside of the space. He's going to rage king to take down enemy queen, and that's what he needed to see. Meanwhile, he started all of his hogs, pretty much all of his hogs, over here around 3 o'clock, and they're going to meet up in this nice pretty line. Look at the Tesla farm, but he's got the heal. Absolutely beautiful there. That heal is going to keep everything up, looking really nice. And look what happens with this queen. The queen is going to pop the special ability, get that cannon, and now that the queen is under fire of that mortar, what's he going to do? He's going to drop one hog rider to target that mortar and a couple more targeted hogs up at 12 o'clock. Absolutely crushed. So many hogs up. Clean up troops in all corners. Archers, wizard, beautiful. Nice cleanup. Man, that's one thing that really gets me watching some people attack, is they don't account for the cleanup. And that, guys, that's so important. That is so important. Having those troops reserved specifically to clean a trash ring on a hog raid. Nice job to Landlord. Let's move on to the next one. And this is going to be actually me. One of my 3-star hits this war, hitting number 22. Now this is an AQ walk Dragloon, and this is a fail win. Now the other one went absolutely perfectly to plan, but this is an example of something going pretty wrong and just working out. So I wanted to show this one because it was pretty funny watching the replay and really stressful as it was happening. So anyways, I start the queen over at 9 o'clock, just right in range of that CC. I know that there's a golem because this was a cleanup hit. Dropping her right on the town hall, a wizard to eventually turn and help queen with that golem. Yes, okay, the slow wizard there. Drop the poison a little bit late because I want the poison to then tag the golemites, and I ended up perfectly timing this. The poison does kill the golem and eat these golemites, and right as the poison expires, the golemites do fall. So I got pretty much the full value out of that poison spell. I've used some minions to help funnel because my intention is to have the queen walk counterclockwise around here and take all 4 air defenses. That does not end up happening, and you're going to see what happens here. Queen and king are now together. I'm thinking, okay, this is all right. This is kind of what I want to happen. I want the king and queen to tag team this, and they're going to take out this CC, and then continue to go counterclockwise, just like I wanted. But something weird happens. The rage spell is down. The queen needs to get that air defense for this to continue to work. She does right before she decides to target king. I have to expend the ability, but everything retargets onto the king. So there's this little healer swap thing going on, and they beat through a wall. So I'm thinking, oh my god, what's going to happen with these other 2 air defenses? Well, I really don't have time at this point because I've already spent, I believe, a minute and a half dealing with the clan castle, and at least I have 2 air defenses now. So I'm going to go with the plan, send the dragons directly at this queen. I don't think I even rage here, or do I? I think I drop it a little bit late as they get a little deeper. I'm dropping these baby dragons up here to hopefully keep the dragons and the balloons focused on the center, hitting all those nice juicy defenses, but that doesn't go down quite in time. So some of the dragons do divert, not according to plan, but that's going to end up being okay. King ability is expended. Meanwhile, they're just trucking through the base. King and queen are doing fine. They still got 2 healers on them, giving them a little bit of love. I got this rage spell here, so I decided to hit the dragons and the queen and the king with the rage spell. A ton of value there. I mean, the king is being rage healed. They're going to go through, beat down that last air defense, and now I just have some targeted loons to try to come in. Oh man, you really missed that. Man, you guys missed the Tesla farm kill. That was actually an integral part of the raid. Anyways, whatever. I used some hasted loons over here to take out that Tesla farm, and that worked really wonderfully. Just, I think, 3 loons to get on top of 3 Teslas with a haste. Beautiful. Well, fail win for me. But, you know, that was definitely a nail biter. We were all having some laughs about that in the clan chat. Anyways, let's go on. We have 2 more for today. Looking at Troll in a Cage attacking 23. And this is going to be a Shattered Lalo with bowlers. And he's going to be using the Queen Pop sort of tactic or mechanic up at 12 o'clock. So, if I'm not mistaken, his kill squad will come in around this bottom side. Is he going to start? Is he going to start? Where is it? Oh, no. Okay, so was this the Queen Pop one, or was it? I think it is. Okay, so yes, he's starting up here around like 10 o'clock, and he's going to beat through this wall right here, get a nice wall break into this compartment, send his king, his queen, and his bowlers behind that as soon as the wall is open, and there it is. There's that nice break. Boom. The king and the bowlers, and followed up by the queen. Now there's a CC Hound, and as this was a fresh hit, all of Troll in a Cage's hits were fresh. This war, you know, he had no idea. So the queen is going to go right at that Lava Hound, and that's going to hang her up, but it doesn't stop the attack because he's already taken 1 of the 4 air defenses. The second one is about to go down to the kill squad here, and that's fine. Wait a minute, there's no Queen Pop in this. What am I talking about? I think maybe that was his other Lalo. Anyways, guys, maybe I'm showing you the wrong replay right now, but both of them were Lalos, if I'm not mistaken. And he's going to start his Lalo here. Slow rolling some loons, some targeted loons, and he's got his Lava Hound onto the first air defense there. Hasted loons to get onto the air defense. Boom, boom. Queen going to use the ability, take out a little bit more value for him. Hopefully, oh no, that's a lot of air skellies. She's going to do a big favor for those loons. Take out several of those air skellies as they go. And he's got 1 haste spell and 1 more balloon and just a cleanup wizard at this point. So the haste spell to help push through that air defense. And man, this actually ends up being pretty close here, but they're going to go back through that haste onto that Tesla and then haste over the wizard tower. And as you can see, he's got quite a few of those balloons left. So it's going to be GG wrecked. He smartly holds this balloon because he realizes he doesn't need it to take out that archer tower, and he's going to use that balloon on cleanup. So you're going to watch what happens here, and he also does something smart with his archer here. It's going to take out this barracks, and the balloons will then split to go down. And when that happens, he sees it quickly, and he drops the archer because that is the end of the trash ring. If he had not done that, I believe this would have been an issue of time. As you can see, the timer I think was maybe 10 or 15 seconds left. So the loon to get on top of that, and then to go over to the high hit point storage there. Nice targeted cleanup troops. You know, for the sake of time, the cleanup troops were expertly used. That's something that maybe you don't think about, but smart players do. You know, if you're gonna have an issue of time, you definitely need to target things based on their hit points and, you know, really the value that you're going to get out of those troops. Anyways, the last mine will fall to that balloon, but anyways, good job trolling the cage. Last one, we're going to be looking at Jewboy John hitting number 28. Dylan with the Stoned Hobo. Now, this is a compact base, and he is going to absolutely crush this in 2 minutes. And because this is so compact, if you can get your bowlers to go in with the kill squad and get them exactly where you wanted, when they are inside of compact base styles like this, they absolutely wreck house. The base will disappear, and just watch how quickly this happens. So the beginning, you know, a little bit slow. He finds a Tesla farm on the outside here. That's okay. He's going to send one Hog Rider in to assist that Golem to beat down that Tesla. And up here, he's also sent a couple Hog Riders to further assist that Golem to beat down some of these point defenses. So this is a nice heads-up play, just using those few Hog Riders to help speed along that funnel there. Meanwhile, he's got his one Golem, the only one that really matters at this point, focused right in on his funnel point. That's beautiful. And the funnel has been established. Really pretty there. King, Queen, and bowlers will be marching straight in. Now, that took a while, but it's okay. He's got 1 minute and 14 left on this timer. You'll see how quickly this base just disappears. He pulls the CC from the corner. The double jump is down. He holds it. The rage could have been a little deeper. I will say that, but it ends up being fine. The raged bowlers are going to just absolutely smash things as they just wreck through this base. The King and Queen ability have not been used yet, and that's going to be awesome, coming in clutch. Now watch his hog usage here. He's got only a few hogs on the board because they're pointed at the Queen. Look at these defenses. They're not pointed at these Hog Riders. This is just really nice surgical timing there. Really heads up hog play. And he's going to come down. Last defense goes down, but he's got a Troll Tesla at the top. So all of his remaining Hog Riders will go up there. He's got 3 Wizards and 3 Hog Riders in the bag with the Queen ability and a Wall Breaker. Awesome, dude. And he swags them over there at 3 o'clock. And they're going to have this nice sort of line parade together as they come down to the bottom and finish up on these trash buildings. Good job to Jewboy John taking out Dylan on the fresh hit. I love seeing fresh hits in war. If I lived in a different time zone, I would be fresh hitting more often, but because of where I live, it works out perfectly for me to hit after sort of the first wave of Town Hall 9s, and that allows me to clean up. I guess partially that's probably why my hit rate is so high, being 100% in CWL, is I have all the information. So I can't just say, you know, I'm just the perfect 6-pack attacker, da 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 da. You know, people, some of the guys in my clan are really like, oh my gosh, there he goes again. But I have to give a lot of credit to the people who come and hit the bases before me, because I do take that information. I'm just really good at using it perfectly. Or so far. Anyways, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this replay. Shout out to the guys at Boston Tea Party for absolutely crushing it, getting that nice 85-82 victory, and shout out to Knights Templar for putting up a really great war, you know, giving us a run for our money. And we're looking forward to our next week in the Champions Ward League. Take care, guys. See you later.